Hey guys, welcome to Dwarvenkegger. It's Rob. Today, it's going to be one of those album duels. So, this is kind of a new thing that Tanner and I are trying out. We're going to be doing reviews on our own right of the same album, him and I. Now, we have a list of albums that we're going to be doing, and some of them I'm absolutely going to hate, some of them he's absolutely going to hate. Just because of our certain styles. Now the first one that we're going to do, which I'm sure that he has already done his video. If he hasn't, then I'm first and you should check his out. The very first album that we're doing is Rob Zombie's Hellbilly Deluxe. Hellbilly Deluxe. So we're kind of going through, and we have like a handful of things that we like to talk about with it. One of them being our favorite song off the album. Now, my favorite song off this album is a song called Demonoid Phenomenon. Whiskey, stop rubbing up against... Hey, stop. Stop. Cats. Is a song called Demonoid Phenomenon. It's a great song. It's very fun. It gives a lot of cool instrumental. There's some good lyrics, and also on top of that, there's a good drum track. The best drums is another topic that we're going to be kind of going over. And that particular aspect for me is what lurks on channel X, which is, it's kind of weird. The whole concept is kind of weird to start with. It's more of an industrial style song compared to an industrial electronica style compared to what White Zombie used to be. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of White Zombie, but there's a lot of more like crunchy metal in that. One of the best bassists of all times is the bassist for White Zombie. Anyway, so the next one would be best guitar, and for me it's also Demonoid Phenomenon because it's a cool riff, and it carries throughout the entire thing. My favorite vocal for the album, as in my favorite lyric and vocal, is probably the Ballad of Resurrection Joe. It's just a fun song, and it's really cool to hear Rob Zombie sing some of his stuff that later becomes into like teenage Nosferatu pussy and shit like that. It's just really weird lyrics. This one's really good. Overall, I would say that the album is a good album. It's very nu metal. If you guys are fans of nu metal, this is one of those that I would listen to. I mean, it doesn't necessarily fall into that straight nu metal category because Rob Zombie is actually doing a lot more of the he's doing his own thing. But it came out around the same time as some of the other ones, like Wisconsin Death Trip from Static X, which we will be reviewing. Stuff like that. So, you know, if I had a recommendation on the album to listen to it or not, I would say listen to it. If you like metal, but you also like horror films, because it is very, very heavy on the horror films, I have to say. So if you're a fan of those, I would really recommend listening to this album. Plus, on top of that, it was right around the time that Ozfest was really popular when it first started, and then going into the live concert series that Rob Zombie does. Now it's just essentially like a giant stage show like Alice Cooper does. It's fun. Rob Zombie doesn't sing nearly as much as he used to. He usually lets the audience sing, or he's doing something in between. But my recommendation is listen to it. I have a feeling that Tanner's going to feel the same way. So I recommend checking out his video to get his perspective of it as a cat. Anyway, guys, until next time, cheers.